You've spent your entire life believing that the observer effect was the key to creating your reality. That all you had to do was observe something to collapse the quantum wave and manifest your desires. But what if I told you that's only half the story? What if the true secret lies not in what you observe, but in the frequency you emanate before you even open your eyes? Get ready, because in the next few minutes, you're going to discover why your reality isn't created by what you see, but by the invisible vibration you radiate every single moment. And the most impressive part, you're already doing it right now, without even realizing it. If this concept has already resonated with you, hit the like button on this video so more people can access this transformative information. Let's start with an uncomfortable truth that most quantum gurus won't tell you. The 2022 Nobel Prize in Physics, awarded to Aspect, Clauser, and Zeilinger, revealed something extraordinary about quantum entanglement. Particles can be connected and influence each other instantly, regardless of distance or conscious observation. This means there's an invisible web of information and energy that completely transcends the need for an observer for the connection to exist. In parallel, Fritz Albert Popp demonstrated in the 1970s that our cells emit and communicate through coherent light called biophotons. Our body literally shines with a specific frequency, sending signals to the quantum field every second. Now imagine yourself as a cosmic tuning fork. You don't observe the music of the universe. You are the frequency that resonates, attracting to yourself the harmonic or dissonant waves that then manifest as your reality. When a tuning fork vibrates, it doesn't choose which sound waves to create. It simply vibrates at its natural frequency, and the universe responds with mathematical precision, returning exactly the same note. Your life works the same way. You're not choosing the sound by listening to it, but rather being the sound that the universe reflects back, the vibration that precedes manifestation. Think about the last time you woke up with that heavy feeling in your chest, already anticipating that the day would be difficult. Before you even checked your phone, before you talked to anyone, before you observed anything, you were already vibrating at a specific frequency, and as if by magic, the day unfolded exactly as you predicted. Traffic was worse. People seemed more irritated. Problems appeared out of nowhere. But was it a coincidence? Or did your morning frequency already send the signal to the quantum field to organize your reality? Have you ever wondered why some people seem to constantly attract opportunities, while others live in an endless cycle of challenges? The answer isn't in what they observe or consciously manifest. It's in the vibrational quality they maintain, even before any attempt at manifestation. Think of that person you know who always seems to be in the right place at the right time. They're not necessarily visualizing or meditating more than you. They simply vibrate at a frequency of openness and possibility that magnetizes synchronicities. Take a deep breath now. Feel the air entering your lungs, expanding your chest. Notice how, at this very moment, every cell in your body is emitting a specific frequency. You don't have to do anything for this to happen. It's automatic, constant, inevitable. The zero-point energy field, theorized by the Casimir effect and investigated by physicists like Harold Puthoff, reveals that there is an ocean of latent energy in all the seemingly empty space around you. This vibrational field is just waiting for a signature, your signature, to organize itself into tangible experiences. Remember a situation where you entered a room and immediately felt that something was wrong, even without any visual evidence. Or when you thought of someone seconds before that person called you. These moments are not coincidences. They are evidence that you are constantly tuned into frequencies that transcend the five senses. Your body is a much more sophisticated instrument of quantum perception than you imagine. And the best part? You can learn to tune this instrument consciously. The transition from victim of circumstances to conductor of your personal orchestra begins when you understand that you don't have to wait to see to believe. You need to vibrate to attract, and that changes absolutely everything. If this concept is making sense to you, comment the word frequency to anchor it in your consciousness. The invisible field that responds before thought. There's a fascinating phenomenon that happens when you're about to receive an important call. Seconds before the phone rings, something in you already knows. Your heart speeds up slightly, Your attention sharpens. You might even look at the device. This isn't intuition in the mystical sense of the word. It's your bioelectric field, picking up fluctuations in the quantum field before your conscious mind processes the information. The Hermetic principles of the Kabbalion state that everything vibrates, nothing rests, and modern science is finally understanding the depth of this ancient truth. But why does this matter for your practical life? Because it means you're not at the mercy of chance. Every emotion you cultivate, every recurring thought, every feeling pattern is literally programming the field around you. Think of those days when you wake up feeling abundant, even for no apparent reason. Suddenly, you find forgotten money in your pocket, receive an unexpected proposal, or someone pays for your coffee. It wasn't the universe being randomly kind. It was your frequency of abundance, organizing the particles of possibility into concrete experiences. Have you ever noticed how certain people seem to drain your energy just by being around? Or how others instantly elevate the atmosphere? This isn't social psychology. It's quantum physics in action. When two vibrational fields meet, they don't passively coexist. They interfere with each other, creating patterns of resonance or dissonance that directly affect shared reality. Your field isn't an isolated bubble. It's a wave that constantly interacts with other waves, creating the complex symphony you call life. Place your hand over your heart now. Feel the steady rhythm. The HeartMath Institute has discovered that the heart's electromagnetic field is 60 times stronger than the brain's, and can be detected meters away from the body. This means your heart is literally transmitting your emotional signature to the environment, influencing people and situations before you even speak or act. When you feel genuine gratitude, love, or appreciation, the coherence of your heart field dramatically increases, creating harmonic waves that reorganize chaos into order around you. Now think of all the times you tried to manifest something through forced visualization, but nothing happened. The problem wasn't the technique. It was the incoherence between what you were trying to visualize and the actual frequency you were emanating. It's like trying to tune a radio to two stations at once. The signal gets confused, distorted, and the universe simply can't respond clearly. But when you align your internal vibration with your intention, when you become the frequency of what you wish to experience, manifestation stops being an effort and becomes a natural consequence. Returning to the cosmic tuning fork metaphor, imagine you could consciously adjust your fundamental frequency, not through empty affirmations or forced positive thinking, but through a genuine shift in your vibrational state. That's exactly what we're going to explore now. If you're ready for this journey, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next transformative insights. The energetic signature you didn't know you had. Every person carries a unique energetic signature, as individual as a fingerprint. This signature is not determined by what you consciously think, but by the sum total of your subconscious beliefs, cellular memories, and accumulated emotional patterns. That's why two people can do exactly the same visualization, repeat the same affirmations, and have completely different results. The issue was never about the technique. It was always about the baseline frequency from which you operate. Have you ever wondered why certain patterns repeat in your life, no matter how hard you try to change them? Why you attract the same type of relationship, face the same financial challenges, or fall into the same cycles of self-sabotage? The answer lies in your default vibrational signature, that set of frequencies you automatically emit without even realizing it. It's like a radio station playing in the background, influencing every aspect of your experience, but so familiar that you no longer even notice it's there. Vedic traditions speak of the concept of akasha, a subtle field that permeates everything and records every vibration, every intention. Modern physics calls this the quantum information field. Regardless of the name, the reality is that your past vibrations have created energetic grooves, paths of least resistance, where your energy tends to flow automatically. That's why real change requires more than mental decision. It requires a deep vibrational recalibration. Pause for a moment and observe your breath without trying to control it. Just observe. Notice how it has its own rhythm, a cadence that reflects your current internal state. Now, gently, begin to breathe more deeply, more slowly. Inhale, counting to 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4. Do this 3 times. Did you notice how something changed? Not just in your breath, but in your entire energetic field? You just demonstrated to yourself that you can consciously alter your vibrational frequency. There's a secret that ancient masters knew and that quantum science is rediscovering. You don't need to fight old patterns. You simply need to vibrate at a higher frequency, and the lower patterns naturally dissolve. It's like turning on a light in a dark room. You don't fight the darkness. You simply introduce light, and the darkness ceases to exist. When you raise your vibrational frequency, problems that seemed solid and insurmountable begin to dissolve like mist in the morning sun. Think of moments in your life when everything flowed perfectly, when synchronicities aligned, when you felt in complete harmony with the universe. In those moments, you weren't striving to manifest. You were simply vibrating in coherence with the universal field. You were the perfectly tuned cosmic tuning fork, and the universe responded with a symphony of possibilities. The good news? This state is not an exception. It can become your new normal. But there's a subtle trap here. Many people try to raise their frequency through denial or suppression of lower frequencies. They try to be positive by pushing down sadness, anger, fear. This doesn't work. In fact, it creates more incoherence. The secret is to accept and transmute, not to resist and repress. When you fully embrace where you are vibrationally, without judgment, something magical happens. Acceptance itself raises your frequency. Comment, I accept, if you are willing to embrace your current frequency as a starting point for transformation. The quantum collapse that happens before you realize it. Every fraction of a second, trillions of quantum possibilities are collapsing into your specific reality. But this collapse doesn't happen when you observe. It happens when your dominant frequency interacts with the field of infinite possibilities. It's as if the universe is constantly asking, what is your vibration now? And instantly organizing reality to match your energetic answer. You're not creating from scratch. You're selecting from an infinite menu of pre-existing possibilities through your vibrational signature. Have you ever felt like you knew something was going to go wrong before you even tried? That premonition wasn't prophecy. It was an awareness of your own vibrational frequency at that moment. You had already emitted the signal that would make failure more likely. Similarly, when you are absolutely certain that something will work, when every cell in your body vibrates with confidence, you are emitting a frequency that organizes the quantum field for success. It's not positive thinking. It's vibrational physics. The concept of Om in Hindu traditions is not just a sacred sound. It's the recognition that the entire universe is vibration, and that by chanting this primordial vibration, you align yourself with the fundamental creative frequency of existence. When you understand this deeply, you realize that you don't need to force anything. You just need to synchronize your personal frequency with the frequency of what you wish to experience. It's like perfectly tuning a radio station. When the tuning is precise, the music comes through clear and effortless. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine yourself as this cosmic tuning fork we mentioned. Visualize yourself vibrating, emitting concentric waves of energy that expand in all directions. These waves don't stop at the walls of the room. They continue, reaching people, situations, possibilities that haven't even entered your consciousness yet. Now imagine that you can consciously adjust the quality of these waves. More harmonious, more loving, more abundant. Feel how this would change not only your internal experience, but all of reality around you. There's a reason why people in elevated states of consciousness seem to bend reality around them. It's not because they have special powers. It's because they have mastered the art of maintaining a coherent and elevated frequency, regardless of external circumstances. They have become immune to the vibrational chaos of the world, keeping their own station clear and strong. And when you maintain a sufficiently strong and coherent frequency, you don't just resist chaos. You transform it into order around you. Think about how water responds to different sound frequencies, creating complex and beautiful geometric patterns. Your body is 70% water. Every sound, every emotion, every thought is literally reorganizing the molecular structure of your being. When you cultivate elevated emotions like gratitude, compassion, and love, you are creating harmonic patterns in your own biology. These patterns then radiate outward, influencing the water in other beings, in the environment, creating waves of coherence that can be felt even without being seen. The transition to consciously operating as a frequency transmitter, instead of a passive receiver of circumstances, is the quantum leap that separates those who create their reality from those who react to it. And the most fascinating part? You don't need to fully understand how it works to start using it, just as you don't need to understand electricity to turn on a light. If you feel you're ready for this leap, manifest your intention by liking and sharing this content with someone who needs to hear this message. The 3-step vibrational recalibration method. Now that you understand that your frequency precedes your reality, let's get to the practical method for consciously recalibrating your vibration. These are 3 simple steps, but profoundly transformative when applied with consistency. First, accept your vibrational starting point. This means recognizing, without judgment, what your current dominant frequency is. If you're vibrating in scarcity, fear, or frustration, don't try to jump straight to abundance and joy. Accept where you are. Place your hand on your heart and say internally, I recognize my current frequency, and embrace it as part of my journey. This radical acceptance instantly stops resistance, and resistance is what keeps you stuck in lower frequencies. For example, if you're feeling financial anxiety, instead of trying to force yourself to feel abundance, simply acknowledge, I am vibrating in financial worry right now, and that's okay. This is my starting point. Second, extract the hidden gift from your current frequency. Every vibration, even uncomfortable ones, carries valuable information. Fear is trying to protect you from something. Anger is signaling a violated boundary. Sadness is processing a loss. When you find the gift, the lesson, the protection that the frequency is offering, something magical happens. The frequency naturally elevates. You're no longer fighting against it. You're collaborating with it. For example, if financial anxiety is present, ask, what is this anxiety trying to teach me? Maybe it's about creating more income streams, or about valuing what I already have, or about trusting the flow of life more. By extracting the wisdom, the frequency of anxiety itself begins to transmute. Third, redirect vibrational focus through embodiment. It's not enough to think about a higher frequency. You need to embody it. Stand up, with your feet firmly planted on the ground, shoulders relaxed, spine straight. Breathe deeply and ask, what would my body feel like if I were already vibrating at the desired frequency? Adjust your posture, your breathing, your facial expression to match that frequency. If you want to vibrate in confidence, what would your posture be like? More upright, chest open, chin slightly raised. If you want to vibrate in peace, what would your breathing be like? Slower, deeper, more rhythmic. Maintain this embodiment for at least 2 minutes, allowing every cell in your body to memorize this new frequency. This method works because you're not trying to think your way into a new reality. You're literally reprogramming your vibrational signature from the inside out. When you accept where you are, extract the wisdom, and embody the new frequency, you become a new cosmic tuning fork, attracting experiences that match your new vibration. The proof that you are already a vibrational master. The truth few recognize is that you are already manifesting perfectly. Every aspect of your current life is the precise manifestation of your average vibrational frequency over the past months and years. This may seem confronting, but it is profoundly liberating. It means you are not broken. You don't need to learn how to manifest. You just need to consciously adjust the frequency you are already masterfully emitting. Think about it. You never fail to manifest. If you vibrate in fear, you manifest situations that validate fear. If you vibrate in love, you manifest experiences of love. The universe does not judge your frequencies as good or bad. It simply responds with mathematical precision. You are so powerful that even your unconscious frequencies create solid reality around you. Imagine what will happen when you start consciously choosing your vibrations. There is a moment of awakening when you realize that every person in your life, every situation, every challenge, and every blessing is a mirror of your internal vibrational landscape. It is not punishment or reward. It is simply resonance. The people who annoy you are resonating with frequencies of irritation within you. Those who inspire you are activating frequencies of inspiration that already exist in your field. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are vibrationally. Take a deep breath again. Feel the expansion of your chest, the presence of air in your lungs. At this moment, as you read these words, your frequency is changing. Not because I am telling you something new, but because I am reminding you of what you have always known at a cellular level. You are a vibrational being in a vibrational universe. You always have been. The only difference now is that you are conscious of it. Remember the last time you walked into a place and immediately felt good or bad for no apparent reason. Your body was reading the frequencies of the environment. Similarly, when you enter any space, people feel your frequency, even if they can't explain why. That's why presence is more powerful than words. Your frequency speaks louder than anything you can say. When you vibrate in authenticity, love, and personal power, you don't need to convince anyone of anything. Your simple presence reorganizes the field around you. The quantum leap happens when you stop trying to change circumstances and start changing your frequency. It's like trying to change the music by changing the speakers versus changing the radio station. One is an endless struggle. The other is simply tuning in. And the beauty of it all? You have the remote control in your hands the whole time. You always have. For the next 7 days, commit to a simple experiment. Each morning, before looking at your phone, before thinking about the day's tasks, spend 5 minutes consciously adjusting your frequency. Use the 3-step method. Accept where you are, extract the gift, embody the new frequency. Do this for 7 days and observe how your external reality begins to reorganize to match your new vibrational signature. If you accept this challenge, comment, "I am frequency," to anchor your commitment. The unified field is waiting for your signal. Not the signal of what you want to have, but of what you choose to be. Because in the end, you don't manifest what you desire. You manifest who you are vibrationally. And at every moment, you have the power to choose. Continue vibrating at the old, familiar, safe frequencies, or dare to tune into new stations. Explore new possibilities. Become a new version of yourself. The universe is not testing you. It is not punishing you. It is not rewarding you. It is simply responding to the music you play through your personal cosmic tuning fork. When you change the music, you change the dance. When you raise the frequency, you raise the experience. It is pure physics. It is pure spirituality. It is the fundamental truth that unites science and consciousness. You now possess the knowledge that ancient mystics encoded in symbols, and that modern scientists are decoding in equations. Reality is vibrational. You are vibrational. And with every breath, every heartbeat, every thought and emotion, you are composing the symphony of your experience. The question is not whether you will create your reality. You are already doing it. The question is, what frequency will you choose to emit from now on? Feel the frequency. Change the world. Your vibration is your truth. The universe doesn't wait. It resonates. And at this very moment, as you finish absorbing these words, something in your energetic field has already changed. The seeds have been planted. The waves have been sent. Now it's a matter of maintaining the frequency long enough to see reality reorganize around you. If this message resonated with your deepest frequency, if you felt that shiver of recognition, that sense of remembrance, then you are ready. Ready to stop being a victim of circumstances and become the conductor of your personal orchestra. Ready to consciously tune into the reality stations you wish to experience. Ready to live as the powerful vibrational being you always were. Like this video if it touched something in you. Share it with someone who needs to remember their own power. Subscribe to the channel to continue this journey of vibrational awakening. And most importantly, comment a word that represents the frequency you choose to emit starting today. Because your recalibration journey begins the moment you declare your new frequency to the universe. The quantum field is listening. It always has been. The question is, what music do you choose to play now?